Hello, we are the Garcias and we are serving in the Philippines because we believe that God's glory is displayed most visibly through healthy churches. And we want to see this happen in northern Philippines. The Philippines is composed of approximately 7,107 islands. Our place of service is in Baguio City, located on Luzon, the largest island in the north. Baguio City is a hub city in the mountains. It is home to more than 8 universities and colleges, attracting students from northern Philippines, but also from Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and other Middle Eastern countries. As a hub city, Baguio is a strategic base for church planting in northern Philippines, just like Antioch was to Paul's missionary endeavors in Asia and Europe. We read in Paul's letter to Titus that Paul left Titus on the island of Crete so that Titus would put the church in order and appoint elders in every city. In his book Missions, How the Local Church Goes Global, Andy Johnson writes, "Many of us can imagine what pioneer mission work looks like, but strengthening ongoing church work may be harder to picture. This means purposefully empowering and equipping leaders for emerging local churches. It may mean working for church health in communities where the church have been long established but are neglected and weak. In a more formal and traditional sense, it may mean teaching in a Bible college or training local church planters in an established local church. What Paul commands Titus to do on the island of Crete and what Andy Johnson describes is what we aspire to do in Baguio City on the island of Luzon. So our ministry vision consists of 3 related prongs. First, we want to revitalize a hub church in Baguio City, Pine City Baptist Church, towards health. This means we want to keep the gospel central and clear through expositional preaching, sound doctrine, and gospel-saturated worship. We also want to see genuine conversion, meaningful membership, a culture of discipleship and evangelism, and qualified elders to lead the church towards health. Secondly, we are greatly burdened to train Filipino pastors and aspiring pastors. We believe that God's glory is displayed most visibly through healthy churches with qualified and trained pastors. Many Filipino pastors have expressed their desire to get more training, especially in the area of expositional preaching, but also in the understanding of biblical ecclesiology. Here is Pastor Ephraim expressing his desire for more training for the pastors in his area.
Good that if someone from Pines will go here and conduct a seminar or training for our men so that they will be equipped in the ministry, it will be better for us and it's be very helpful in our ministry here.
Is that the other pastors are bivocational and it's too far to go?
Yeah, it's Baguio. Baguio.
And they have their own families here.
They own family, they cannot go there.
They cannot move, yeah.
And one of the factors is financial also.
The brother who went out from here called you and said,
Yes.
I'm now preaching every week and I need help understanding how to preach.
Yes.
So you're saying it would be good to have a...
We have a training, but we believe that our training is not enough.
You could do like that City and Trust preaching workshop here.
Preaching, yes.
So it would be run through this local congregation here for area pastors to come in like that.
I'll be going to invite other pastors if that's possible.
Yes, right.
So that
We're closer here than there. Yeah.
Especially, siguro mag-conduct na tayo ng schedule for it if Pastor Jared is already here in the Philippines.
Yeah, right.
We also want to provide good theological books in English and Tagalog to Filipino pastors. We partner with Pastor Derek Parfan and Treasuring Christ PH, an organization that reprints or translates resources from Crossway, Desiring God, and 9 Marks.
It's working.
He finished the first draft of the translation of Why Trust the Bible.
Why Trust the Bible?
And we're translating other books by Greg Gilbert.
What is the gospel?
Yeah, what is the gospel is Jesus. My wife translated it as Jesus. So I'm currently working on reviewing it.
Lastly, we want to assist in the planting of healthy churches in northern Philippines. For more than 50 years, God has used Pine City Baptist Church in planting several dozen churches in northern Philippines, including rural areas in the valley, the jungle, and the mountains. Currently, Pines has 14 church plants. Here's one of our church plants where members walk for half an hour to gather with the believers on Sundays.
Some are from there, so they are going to our church. Some of them are walking, some of them on their motorcycle, and it's good to minister here.
We believe that by revitalizing the hub church, Pines, towards health, and by training local pastors, we can also strengthen and equip the ongoing church plants and future church plants in northern Philippines. There are two ways to partner with us. We are seeking 50 partners, both churches and individuals, who will make a financial investment for the building of healthy churches and the training of Filipino pastors in northern Philippines. More importantly, we are also seeking prayer partners. Will you pray with us? Pray that our family will grow in our love for God, for one another, and for Filipino churches. Pray that God will raise qualified men to be elders of healthy churches in every city. Pray for more healthy churches in northern Philippines, because God's glory is displayed most visibly through healthy churches.